Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Capsa. Today's topic is structure and function of the stomach. So what is the shape of stomach? GA-shaped muscular organ located just beneath the diaphragm, mainly in the epigastric and the left hypochondriac regions. It connects the esophagus above to the duodenum below. It is divided into four main parts: the cardia, where food enters from the esophagus; the fundus, a dome-shaped part above the cardia; the body, which is the largest region and the main site for storage and mixing; and the pylorus, which includes the antrum and the pyloric canal, leading to the duodenum through the pyloric sphincter. The stomach has two borders: a lesser curvature on the inside or medial side, a greater curvature on the outer or lateral side. There are also two openings: the cardiac orifice at the top and the pyloric orifice at the bottom, which controls food passage with a muscular valve. This gross structure helps the stomach perform its role in receiving, storing, and digesting food efficiently. Let's break down the four layers of the stomach wall from the innermost to the outermost. Mucosa. This is the inner lining that faces the stomach contents. It's made of simple columnar epithelium and contains gastric glands that secrete enzymes, acids, and mucus. The mucosa forms folds called rug, which flatten when the stomach fills. Submucosa, this layer lies just beneath the mucosa. It's made of loose connective tissues and carries blood vessels, nerves, and lymphatics that support the mucosa. Muscularis externa. Unlike most parts of the GI tract, the stomach has three layers of smooth muscles: an inner oblique muscles, a middle circular, and an outer longitudinal layer. These layers help in powerful churning and mixing of food. Now, serosa. The outermost layer is a thin serous membrane, part of the visceral peritoneum. It reduces friction between the stomach and surrounding organs. These layered structures allow the stomach to expand, mix, secrete, and propel the food, all while protecting itself from its own acid. Now let's look at the key cells found in the stomach. Each plays a specific role in digestion and protection. Mucous cells are found on the surface and neck of the gastric glands. They secrete mucus, which forms a protective barrier that prevents the stomach lining from being damaged by acids. Parietal cells, located in the upper part of the gland, in the body and fundus, have two important roles. They secrete hydrochloric acid or HCl, which helps digest food and kill microbes. They also release intrinsic factor essential for vitamin B12 absorption in the ileum. Chief cells are located deeper in the glands. They secrete pepsinogen, an inactive enzyme that gets converted to pepsin in acidic conditions to digest proteins. G cells, found mainly in the pyloric antrum, releases the hormone gastrin. Gastrin stimulates acid secretion and enhances gastric motility. Now D cells, which scattered but more concentrated in the pylorus part, secrete somatostatin, which acts as a brake. It inhibits acid, gastrin, and even insulin release. Finally, ECL cells or enterochromaffin-like cells release histamine, which binds to parietal cells and stimulate HCl production. Together, these cells keep digestion efficient and tightly regulated, balancing acid secretion, enzyme activation, and mucosal protection. Now let's understand the nerve supply of the stomach, which is mainly autonomic, meaning it's involuntary. Parasympathetic supply comes from vagus nerve, also known as cranial nerve 10. It plays a major role in digestion by increasing gastric secretion, enhancing muscle contraction for motility, and also relaxing sphincters to promote smooth passage of the food. Sympathetic supply arises from the thoracic spinal segments T6 to T9 and reaches the stomach through the celiac plexus. These fibers have the opposite effect. This decreases secretion, reduce motility, and tighten the sphincters, especially during stress or fight and flight responses. In addition to autonomic control, the stomach also has its own intrinsic nervous system, the enteric nervous system, the Myenteric plexus or back plexus, located between muscle layers, control peristalsis and motility. The submucosal plexus or Meissner's plexus, found in the submucosa region, helps regulate glandular secretion and blood flow within the stomach wall. This combination of extrinsic and intrinsic control ensures the stomach responds appropriately to the food, stress, and also digestive needs. So, what exactly does the stomach do? Well, it's much more than just a food container. It's a dynamic organ playing several critical roles in digestion. First, the stomach serves as a temporary storage tank. It can hold up to about 1.5 liters of food, allowing it to release the contents slowly into the duodenum. This ensures that digestion continues at a steady, manageable pace. Next is mechanical digestion. The muscular walls of the stomach churn and knead the food, mixing it thoroughly with gastric secretions. The mechanical mixing turns the food into a semi-liquid called chyme, which is easier to digest and absorb. Then comes chemical digestion. Here stomach releases hydrochloric acid, which not only helps denature the proteins but also activates pepsinogen into pepsin, the enzyme that begins breaking down those proteins into smaller peptides. In addition, the stomach secretes gastric acid gastric juice, a powerful combination of HCl, mucus, pepsinogen, and something very important called intrinsic factor. Speaking of which, the stomach also plays a key role in hormonal control. The hormone gastrin, secreted by G cells, stimulates acid production and enhances the stomach's muscular activity, preparing it for the digestion process. But while it's busy breaking things down, the stomach also protects itself. It lines its inner surface with mucus and bicarbonate, forming a barrier that seals the tissue from the harsh acidity. Without this, the stomach would literally digest itself. And finally, the intrinsic factor produced by parietal cells. This might sound small, but it's essential for the absorption of vitamin B12 in the ileum. A lack of it can eventually lead to a condition called pernicious anemia. So, all in all, the stomach is a highly specialized organ, not just storing food, but actively mixing, digesting, protecting itself, and regulating the next steps in the digestive journey. So, in summary, the stomach is a multifunctional organ, vital for processing food, digesting proteins, and protecting the body from muscular walls to cellular specialization. Every component plays a role. If you found this lecture helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is a free educational platform where I will continue to post quality content to help students just like you understand complex topics more easily. Your one like, one share, and one subscribe helps this channel reach more learners who really need free academic resources. It also motivates me personally. Your support encourages me to keep studying, researching, and making more high quality content for you. So help me grow this learning community, and together we will make medical and science education accessible for everyone. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture.